Hi, I'm Mike Gaffney, and I'm at the San Francisco Flower Markets here in San Francisco, California. We are at the grower markets here. It's unbelievable. We have schools in San Francisco, Chicago, Minneapolis, New York, LA, and San Diego. And one of the things we do in the school is we tour these markets. Unbelievable amount of flowers, best product grown locally. Incredible selection of orchids. They've got orchid mega stores here in San Francisco. Basically, San Francisco School of Flower Design is located right here in the markets. Most of my schools are. We turn beginners into pros. We teach you the essentials of design. So when we're done with you, you will know how to design flowers. We take you from beginner to pro, teach you the basic design and construction of everything you see in a magazine. Not only do we talk about design, though, we also talk about the economics of design. It's important to market, to sell. You can be the best designer in the world, but if you're not selling your designs, you're sitting at home. So it's a lot of marketing, a lot of sales technique. It's design. It's great design. But most people think flower designing is 90% creativity. That's 10% of my job. The majority of it is constructing, as I say, that building, setting the height, setting the width, and choosing the style. Are you doing an English look? Are you doing a tropical look? Are you doing a classic American look? Whatever the look is, you follow those chess moves, I call them. Like doing a Rubik's Cube, only much easier. It's even easier to play chess, but there's a few rules to every design. That's how we do it as top designers. That's what enables us to go to work every day. And boom, 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 boom. Great designs, one after another. Whether you're in the mood, I'm not in the mood for flowers. I'm not happy today. I still got to produce gorgeous flowers. I got other stuff on my mind. Practically do it blindfolded. Why? We follow these techniques. Every top flower designer uses it, and that's what we teach in our schools. Commercial, saleable flower designing. So whether you're in San Francisco, LA, San Diego, Milwaukee, Chicago, soon to be Miami. I'm going to Miami next week to open a school, or Boston, join us for design. Flowers are blooming, careers are blooming at the San Francisco School of Flower Design, and I guarantee you come to school, we will teach you how to design. Join us in San Francisco. Hi, this is San Francisco School of Flower Design. I'm Mike Gaffney, the director. More design tips for you today. I'm going to show you what to do with tulips. We all love tulips. Spring is coming up. Everybody buys tulips, and you take them home and you put them in a vase and you play with them for an hour and a half, and they look like that. Which is not so bad. But I'm going to give you an alternative. A lot of florists, even florists, find tulips difficult to work with. They're very thin, they bounce all over the place, they hang in every direction. So today we're at the San Francisco School of Flower Design. I'm at SF Floral, one of the great vendors here in the California flower markets, which, by the way, if you've never been, it's unbelievable. They have the most incredible flowers, a sea of flowers, an ocean of flowers here at the markets. If you're in town and you're visiting the Golden Gate, it's okay. I'd rather come to the San Francisco flower markets and see how it's much prettier than even the Golden Gate Bridge, I think. But then again, I am the professor of flowers. Again, San Francisco School of Flower Design, here's some of the tips we teach at class. Here's your mistake. When you go to the florist, you pick up your tulips, you forget the greens. Every great designer works with greens. And I'm going to make this really easy. I'm going to remove some of the foliage under here, which causes bacteria. That's the number one killer of your flowers, bacteria in the water and evaporation through the surface. And I'm going to, what I call, stuff the drain. I'm going to stuff some greenery into this container. Why? Because in lieu of foam, it acts as a holder of your flowers, so you're not flip-flopping all around. How hard is that, right? Anyone can do it. We're going to learn how to vase these flowers today. In flower design school, we have upper deck, lower deck, and the penthouse. When you design flowers at home, the first thing you do is go to the bottom of the vase, don't you? I know you do. That's why you get this, little windshield wipers. I'm going to teach you how to do full windshield wipers. That's the biggest difference between the professionals and the non-professionals. You sit flowers on the bottom of the vase. When I design flowers, they never sit at the bottom of the vase. We're going to go lower deck. All around the outside. 1. I've got 10 in a bunch. Most flowers come in bunches of 10 when you're at the wholesale market. 2. Turning my container. It's like seeding. Dining room chairs are on your table. Pretend you're having a dinner party and you're just setting chairs. I'm going across the base. Notice how I hold this too. Designers hold it up here. If you have been trained, the top designers hold them like writing pens, and we insert them. And then we feed them. Can you get this? We feed it into our container. That stem is hitting right over here and stopping. Not touching the bottom of the vase. It's off the vase. Off the bottom of the vase. So there's number 3. There's 4. And here's 5. Moving on real quick. Now I go to the upper deck, which is right here. Architecture 101. Clean these off. I'm going to feed those in there. There's 1. 2. So you notice these greens help to prop the flowers up so they don't look so, these are very thin, very wobbly. They help support these beautiful tulips so they don't look like they're just flip-flopping around in a vase. And there's 4. Again, anybody can go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of tulips. If you want to look like a designer, you've got to know a little bit more. What you need to know is how to stuff the drain with some foliage. This is seeded yew. Matt from SF Floral is here. Matt, where does the seeded yew come from?
It's California grown.
California. You know, I'm from Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin, nothing grows. No, well, a few things, but not like here in California. Is all this where the tulips from?
They are also California grown. They are grown on my family farm in central California, San Obispo area. I always recommend to people that come in who are not local or not from the area, or that don't have a flower market like this one nearby, visit your local farmers market. There's always local growers, always fresh product. I would always stop in there and take a look.
Farmers markets. It's a good idea. So these tulips, what month is it? February, right?
Yes, sir.
And these grow in February?
Yes, we grow tulips.
I know it's warm here, but that's
January
ridiculous.
through about April is our tulip season.
Wow. Wow, I just left Milwaukee and Chicago the other day, and it was -3, and I don't think they even had a tulip in the flower shops. It's so cold. Now we're going to take some heather. Watch this. Put a little up in the penthouse. Give him a little heather. Put a little in the upper deck. Or a little lower deck, rather. Put a little down there. We're going to follow that same pattern. You know what I'm going to say now, don't you? Easy breezy, beautiful flower designing by San Francisco School of Flower Design. And this is why you get paid a designer's fee. In the middle of every bridal table or the luncheon table is a beautiful bouquet of tulips, seeded yew, and heather. So see that guy who wants to lay down? We're going to prop him up a little bit with a little bit of heather. It's another one of my tricks. Use other flowers to prop flowers up. And we're going to finish this off, cleaning off our stems. We're going to tuck that in. I put a little heather in the upper deck, penthouse, lower deck. All around the house. I'm always saying in class, put some product all around the house. We're going to prop that guy with a little bit of heather. So, it's about using other, people when they buy flowers, they just think flowers. As a top designer, you've got to think greens and fillers. The first thing you learn when you work in a flower shop is grab that filler because it makes everything you work with look beautiful. Here's some more heather over here, over by Matt. We've got more great California product. But I'm telling you, if you want pretty flowers and you're new, grab some fillers, because fillers just, I call it the border between the bricks. It makes everything pretty, and it blurs the lines between your flowers. So if your tulips are slightly off by ½ inch, you won't notice. Oh, here's some Genestra. Look what I found, way underneath. Some Genestra, another great California filler. And when is this available?
This is late winter, early spring.
I know you mentioned in my other video, it wasn't around very often. And I know that every designer waits for Genestra to come out in spring because it makes us look like design stars, which, by the way, is the title of my new book. It's called Design Stars, Lessons from the New York School of Flower Design. And there you have it. Nicely arranged tulips in a pretty little vase for your dining room table. That's what you do with tulips. And it cost a little bit more for the seeded yew, and it cost a little bit for the heather. I'm telling you, you get a great look. That'll dazzle your guests when they come over for dinner. So again, thanks to Matt from SF Floral. When you're in San Francisco, come to the flower markets and drop my name with Matt, and he'll get you the best flowers. And we're the San Francisco School of Flower Design. Thank you very much. Try this at home today.